Lesson 29C, we're going to graph equations that are in slope-intercept form. Remember that you have learned two other ways to graph equations. You've learned to graph by creating a table of values and plotting those points and then drawing a line through those. You've also learned how to graph using an x and y intercept and drawing a line through those. This last form, graphing using slope-intercept form, will be the form you use most often going forward. You can graph by using 3 steps. First, you can plot your y-intercept. This is your starting point. We also call that an initial value. Second, starting from the y-intercept, you're going to get additional points using slope. Last, draw a line through your points. In our example, we're going to graph each equation. So part A, we're given y equal 3x plus 2. So let's go ahead and identify the two values we need to use. Slope is 3 and the y-intercept is 2. So first, we start with our y-intercept. So we use b. It's 2, so we just plot that point. We may even want to note instead of using b that we plot b. It's just a point. Step 2, we're going to use m. That is rise over run, it's slope. In this case, it's 3, which we can write as a fraction 3 over 1. So that means we can go up 3, right 1, or we can go the opposite direction, which we'll see in a minute. Let's rise 3, 1, 2, 3, run 1. And notice our starting point was at B. We can also go the opposite direction. Negative 3 over negative 1, which is down 3, left 1. So starting at B, I can go down 3, 1, 2, 3, left 1, plot my point. I could keep extending that out. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, left 1, plot my point. And then the last step, once you've done each of those, is just to draw your line. So we take and notice that our points should line up, and we'll draw a line that extends to the edges of the coordinate plane, and we're finished with that problem. B part, we're going to graph y equal 1/2 x minus 1. We need to know the slope, which is 1/2, and B, the y-intercept, which is negative 1. So our first step is to plot B, the y-intercept. It's negative 1, so we go to the y-axis and plot that point on negative 1. Then we use m, the slope, rise over run, which is 1/2. That tells us, since they're both positive, positive 1 means we're going to go up 1. Positive 2 for the run means we're going to go right 2. So from the starting point, the y-intercept, we're going to rise 1, right 2. Rise 1, right 2. Or we could go the other direction, which is where we have, we change both signs, negative 1 over negative 2, which is the same thing as positive 1/2, which means we're going to go down 1, left 2. So from our starting point, we go down 1, left 2, plot a point. Down 1, left 2, plot a point. And we've now plotted points that extend across our coordinate plane. So we are going to draw a line through our points. And that was step 3. We draw a line, and we are finished with this problem.